Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, everybody. Welcome if you're here for the first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. I'm really happy that you've joined me tonight. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I am the host of the Transformational Soul. I want to thank everybody so much for their support for me and for the show. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and participate. And, if you're here now watching live, I hope you'll at least say hello. Goldylocks Production shows are now also available on Rumble and Vimeo, so you can check those out there as well as YouTube. And some of the shows, including this one, are also live on Facebook. And we are live on Rumble, not on Vimeo, but you can watch the replays on Vimeo. I would like to thank Lynn Henman for her generous PayPal donation. I'm very grateful, Lynn. Thank you so much. Hi, Katie. I'm so happy to see you here. So glad you could join us tonight. If you feel moved to make a donation to me or the show, you can do that via Super Chat on YouTube, or if you're watching on Facebook through Venmo. And I believe Rumble is also through Venmo. Is that correct, Tiffany? I think that's what you had told us. But know that your donations are received with love and gratitude, and they do help to keep the show going. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Lynn. I'm glad you could join us. Lynn, I just wanted to say thank you again for your PayPal donation. I don't know if you heard that at the beginning of the show or not. I am very grateful. Thank you so much. If anyone would be interested in sponsoring this show or any of the Goldylocks Production shows, you can contact my amazing producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman, and details on how to do that. And what she would do is create a thank you sponsor video that would play during the show that you sponsored. So if you have a small business or something, it's a great way to get some advertising out there for yourself. Now, I posted the amazing special guests I had lined up for the summer. You can see them on the Transformational Soul Facebook page. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And we've had some good ones this month already. Hi, Laura. You stuck in there. I didn't see you. Glad you could make it. And Laura was on my show this month, as well as Melissa Parks. And next week, Caroline Carey, the psychic medium of Sarasota, will be here. And her show is on Thursdays in the Psychic Flow at 8 p.m. So try to catch that. If you weren't able to catch the live show with either Melissa or Laura, then go back and watch the replays because they were phenomenal. It's always so much fun, to have someone else here with you. Hi, Carol. Hi, Linnell. Glad everybody's checking in and saying hi. Now, next month, my special guest will be Susan Redwine. And I know you've heard me talk about her. She had a near-death experience, I think maybe 30 years ago. And she came back with the wonderful ability to be able to access the Akashic Records. And she does these soul sessions with people where she can go in and access your Akashic Records. And it's a very amazing process. And I know I talked about that on a previous show, but she will be here next month, as well as my wonderful, amazing, kind, generous, beautiful producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you here. I think this is your first time, so welcome. We've got a lot to look forward to for this summer. Now, this Friday, I will be live with Christopher Vane. I will be his special guest on live from Little Bear Sanctuary at 1 o'clock Eastern. So I'm really excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. And for those of you that don't know, every month we do 2 spiritual message circles. And the next one's coming up this Saturday at 8 p.m. And you can go to the Goldylocks Productions website to secure your block of time for your readings. And the way it works is that we have several different show hosts on, and you get a little reading from each one. I believe this week will be the same as the ones we had last week, or a couple weeks ago. And that's Laura Ramiro, Melissa Parks, Carol Ann Carey, and myself. And then Tiffany will be there to host the event and make sure everything goes according to plan. So I really hope you guys can join us. It's always a good time. You can just pop on and say hello if you want, or just pop on and, see what's going on. It's a lot of fun. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you here. So for the month of June, I had announced this earlier, but I want to remind everyone, because there's only one more week left of June, I'm offering my Reiki sessions based on a love donation only, no set fee. So all you have to do is contact me and we can get that set up for you. And like I said, there's only 1 week of June left, and then that will expire. Hi, Anita. It's so nice to see you. I had announced a couple months ago that I was closing my crafting business, Mystic Impressions. And so I've been going through my inventory and getting ready to post some pictures of everything that I'm going to have for my clearance sale. I'm hoping to have that uploaded by the 1st of July. And also, another note here, I had lots of announcements this week. My book, Metamorphosis A Journey of the Soul, is now available through Kindle Unlimited. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it for free. So I hope you will check that out. And let's see who else we have here. Kim says she lost 100 pounds of dead weight today. Now, how did you do that, Kim? Was that a broken, or I shouldn't say broken, but a relationship that ended possibly? And Linnell says that you're doing great, Kim. And I bet you are. And if anyone wants a card, just drop it in the comments there, and I will do that in a little bit. But before the show, all day I had been conversing with my angels on, what are we going to talk about today? What messages do you want to convey? And they kept telling me, everything you are going through is preparing you for where you need to be. Now, I've heard the saying before, but in a different way. And it just kept resonating over and over and over. So I pulled some cards before the show, and this is the order that I pulled them in. The first one talks about stepping into your power, boldly and confidently. Stepping into your power. The next one reminds us that everything that happens is in divine order. Even though, we're only human and we have those certain expectations of things happening in our time, they don't. They happen in divine order, and they happen exactly the way they're meant to be. Everything you are going through is preparing you for where you need to be. And take assessment of your life and your situation and align yourself. Someone's got a bad shadow on it there. There we go. And align yourself. See where you have imbalances. See what needs to change and make those changes. Make sure to connect with nature and stay grounded. And nature is a great way to stay grounded. Just going outside, walking around barefoot for a little while, can do amazing things. And also remember to have fun and play. You don't want to be serious all the time. You want to be able to have fun and do things that bring you joy. And, we all have a lot of our healing work that we're doing right now, and we're going to some of the darkest places inside of ourselves. But you have to remember to always, keep your inner peace, always have fun, always, fill yourself with joy and love. I'm going to go up here, see what comments we have here. So I also want to tell you that, when I wrote my book, and most of you know, it took me a long time because I had been divinely guided to do it, but I was very hesitant about putting it out there. And, I finally did. I thought to myself, such an accomplishment. I can't believe I wrote a book. I don't know how people write multiple books, authors and stuff, because it took a lot out of me, because a lot of it was, stuff that I went through and everything. But I thought to myself, well, I probably have one book in me. I can probably do that. And then just this year, I've been divinely guided to write another book along the same lines as my first one, but it's more about what happens after the awakening process and you're doing that healing work. So I've had a little bit of information that's been channeled to me. So I would like to publish that in October on the anniversary of my first book. I thought that would be kind of cool. But when I first started writing the first book, Metamorphosis, I was also guided to write these other 3 books. One is about unconditional love, one is self-healing, and one is forgiveness. They're smaller books, but there's a lot of information and a lot of questions for yourself, to figure out exactly why you are the way you are, why you feel like you do. And so that's something else that I've been working on and hoping, maybe this summer that will come out. But I never dreamed in my entire life that I would write more than one book ever. But, a lot of the information is being channeled to me. It's not coming through my mind, but it's coming through my heart, through my soul. And I guess they're not done with me yet. So I just wanted to keep you guys apprised of that stuff that's going on. And let's check out some of these comments here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hi, Nancy. Veronica's here. Hi, Veronica. And let's see. Okay. And okay, so I know I saw somebody here wanted a card, and now I don't see it. So as this has been coming over to me, through my head all day, everything you're going through is preparing you for where you need to be. If you take a look back on certain situations in your life and, things that why did this happen now? Why? Because we always ask those questions when they happen. We're never happy without knowing. We always want to know. But most of the time you have to let that go because there is no knowing. Sometimes later in life we'll figure that out, but not always when it happens. And, I can see many situations in my life that if they didn't happen exactly the way they did, I wouldn't, be where I am now. And I know if you look at it too, you can see that too. And, I've often been told that, when you're on your path, things that are obstacles or things that get in your way will be cleared. Now, sometimes those will be relationships. Sometimes those will be, physical things like maybe where you live, different things like that. And so when people leave your life, and I don't just mean by passing, but, relationships that break up or situations that come to you, maybe a new job and you're not sure if you should take it because it's in another state. Everything is happening for a reason and for your highest good. And it's hard to remember that when it's happening because sometimes we feel so, like at a loss, but it's hard to believe that it's something good is going to come out of it. But it's always happening for our highest and best good. Okay, let's see. Katie said, love that deck. It's one of my favorites. And I keep getting these cards too. That's awesome. Lynn said, beautiful cards. Well, thank you. I'm going to guess that you guys are referring to these ones. The Work Your Light deck. I love that deck. It's so pretty. Kim says that she is heading to the Green Canyon Skywalk because I am conquering my fear of heights. Okay. Now, the Skywalk, Kim, is that the one that's like all see-through and it's clear and you can see like underneath you and everything? Because you couldn't pay me to go on that thing. There's no way. Okay. All right. My comments are jumping around here. Okay. Okay, Lynn said that's exciting that I'm writing more books. Yeah, it is exciting for me too. Katie says she can't wait. So Kim, Linnell says to own your space. You got this. It's your story. Aw, Katie, you guys are so sweet. Okay. Now I thought, okay. Oh, Carol Ann. Hi, Carol Ann. Nice to see you here. I was just talking about you and how you're going to be on my show next week. So I hope you remembered that. I was going to message you to make sure, but you will be here live with us next week, and I'm really looking forward to that. Carol Ann gave me a really awesome reading on her show a few weeks, maybe a month or so ago. And she saw my mom sitting in this big comfy chair, drinking a cup of coffee or something, reading my book. But it wasn't the book that I already wrote. And just when I said that, it just gave me like uber chills all over the place. And I thought, wow, that is so cool. But that was actually before I knew I was going to write it. So that was a pretty interesting experience. So that was pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Veronica would like a card. Well, hello there, Sarah. Nice to see you. And okay, I thought that I saw Lynn. Okay, there we go. Lynn would love a card. Alrighty, Lynn. Now, as I go through the list, sometimes the comments will go all askew on me. So if I miss you, please speak up and just say I missed you. I try to go in order. So, okay. Oh, look at that, Lynn. Oh, geez. Well, trying to get that card, Lynn, I almost fell right off my seat. Okay, Lynn, the card that fell right out of the deck for you is Counselor. And that's Archangel Azrael. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. You know, I just heard the term wise woman, and I feel like that's what you are. You have all of this wisdom, and wisdom has nothing to do with, say, knowledge. It's more about experience and learning from your experience. And I feel that you are a person who definitely learns from your experience. And I think many people see you as the one to go to, the one to look up to. So know that you do that for other people. And apparently you are a very wise woman, Lynn. So I hope that resonates with you. And okay. And let's see who else we have here. Veronica. Veronica would love a card. So Veronica, I saw that weather storm that you had posted. Is that where you live in Australia? That looked pretty nasty. Let's see what we have for Veronica today. Ooh, Veronica, you got Archangel Raguel and Clairsentience. And he wants you to notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings. They signify divine guidance. And when your card flipped over, another card flipped over as well, and that was career transition. They both came together. So I feel like your life purpose is triggering some kind of a career move for you. Something that you're going to be doing that's going to be right in line with your spiritual path and your own spirituality. And I feel like you are being given and guided with these messages a lot. So they're sending you all this information for a reason. So just be mindful of it, and it will lead you exactly where you need to go on your path. So that's exciting news. Linnell, how about a card for the thought of Hawaii? Okay, exactly what does that mean, Linnell? For the thought of Hawaii? I'm not real clear on what you mean, but Linnell, this card just fell out for you, Archangel Metatron, chakra clearing. And he says to call upon him to help you open up and clear your chakras. Just you can just sit there and say align and what's the other one? Align and center, and it will bring you right to your center. Aligning yourself doesn't have to be like a ton of work. When you draw that energy into your center, you feel it, and then you're immediately there. So I hope that helps. Oh, Caroline, virtual hug. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, Kim Lynn says that's very brave of you. She's afraid of heights too. This inspires me. Thank you. See that, Kim? Look at you, all inspiring people and everything, and you didn't think you did that. Okay, so now I am up here too. Yes, Liddell says, great reads with Caroline. Caroline is amazing. She speaks to those that have passed, your loved ones on the other side. Let me tell you though, I was on Laura Ramiro's show the other night, Angels and Healing Light, and I had the most amazing experience for my first time. I pulled a card for someone, and it said, hello from heaven. And in my mind, I knew that this person had recently lost her mom. So my mind thought for a second, oh, it's her mom. But then I heard this voice and I saw this man, and he said, I'm her dad. I'm her dad. And he had a message for her about how much he loved her, and how touched he was that she wished him a happy Father's Day and stuff. So that hadn't happened to me before, where I clearly saw, felt, and heard someone from the other side. So that was a really awesome experience. And hopefully I'll have more of those, because it was pretty incredible. And let's see. So Kim would like a card. Oh, Kim, spread your wings, Kim. You're going to start flying. And it's Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The time is perfect and you are ready to soar. So I feel like you are so open to new adventures and new challenges in your life. Obviously, if you're going to go walk out on that thing at the Grand Canyon, you must be open to new adventures. But I feel like there's going to be a lot more coming your way. Some, of course, are going to be, a lot more fun than others, but they're all going to take you a little bit out of your comfort zone. So just remember to go for it. Remember that the angels have your back. And once you take that leap of faith, you're just going to soar. You are going to empower yourself so much. You are going to feel like there's nothing in this entire world that you can't do. Nothing. So make sure you go for it. And Cheryl would like a card. And Kim, you're going to have to let us know how that goes in Arizona. When are you planning on doing that? Let us know. So Cheryl, 2 cards flipped over for you. And one is Archangel Raphael telling you to breathe. Reminding you to breathe, because you already know that. He says to take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. And it's just like with there's been meditations I've done where they're breathing meditations, and yes, they can be very relaxing, but when you stop and take a few deep breaths, you release a lot of negative energy. Just think about this. You know how you always tell the kids, to, when you get angry, stop, take a few deep breaths, or count, whatever it is. And all of a sudden that energy just dissipates from you. And it's like that when we take those deep breaths. So remember to always take those deep breaths, to breathe in love and light, and to release all that negativity from your life. And Archangel Sandalphon wants you to be gentle with yourself. And Archangel Sandalphon says to surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And lately, I have had so much coming to me from the angels about self-care. And that's part of being gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. And that goes for everyone. Say nice things to yourself. Don't put yourself down, because your body hears everything that you say and it reacts accordingly. So if you're always saying really negative things to yourself, that's not going to benefit you in any way. They've done experiments with plants where one plant they will talk really nice to, and the other plant they talk really mean and nasty. They'll tell it it's ugly and, all kinds of things. And the other one, they say uplifting, positive thoughts. Well, the plant that had all the uplifting, positive thoughts grew and flourished and prospered really well, while the other one died. So it's like that with us, when we're really mean to ourselves, or we are just not treating ourselves good, a little part of us kind of dies. So always feed yourself positive words, positive thoughts, positive ideas. And I know sometimes we have all these negative thoughts that'll pop into our head, but every time you have one of those, think 3 positive thoughts, because after a while, the negative thoughts will pretty much stay away. So I hope that helps, Cheryl. And Veronica says the bins are still standing, so the wind isn't that bad. Well, that's good. And Lynn says, oh my, thank you, Ruth. That means a lot to me. Thank you also for the extra effort with picking up that card. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, if it flies out of the deck while I'm thinking of you and ready to pull your card, I know it's meant to be. So I had to do that. And Lynn knows this. A few weeks ago on my show, I was talking about this plant that my mom had that I kind of, let it. I was gone out of town for like a week. And when I came back, it was pretty much dead. So after a lot of work, I did revive it. And as I was saying that, a card popped up that said, hello from heaven. So I felt like that was my mom saying, she's here and she's listening. So, it's very interesting how the information comes up with the cards, because, I'll just be thinking, what do the angels want, Kim to know? And that's the card that they'll show me. And it's pretty cool how that happens. And Veronica said, thank you, Ruth. You're welcome. Oh, Kim said she's going to take pictures today. You are going today. Wow. Oh, Linnell has goosebumps all over. And, oh, well, Veronica, I'm sorry you have to leave. That darn weather. Well, we are sending you off with tons of love and light, and stay safe, with that weather out there. And Katie says every one of these resonates. Oh, that is so awesome. Kim says she's ready to fly away. Oh, glory. Oh, yeah. There's Laura. Well, Cheryl said thank you. All right, Laura, I am going to pull a card for you. I need to put these other ones back in the deck here. I sometimes forget about that. And Laura's got a great show on Mondays at 8 p.m., Angels and Healing Light. And that's a lot of fun. And, oh, there we go, Laura. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Dance with life. Now, dancing definitely changes your energy around. I know that. Think about how good you feel, I used to dance around the kitchen with my grandkids all the time. That one song would come on and, oh, they would just be going crazy. I'd be in there baking Christmas cookies and we'd be playing music the whole time. And we would just dance around the kitchen having a blast. And it always makes you feel lighter. It always usually makes you laugh. At least I do. When I dance, I laugh at myself pretty hard. But it always makes the energy feel a little bit lighter. But it's got to be a song that really resonates with you. You know, not just any old song, but one that resonates just for you. And I have quite a few of those songs lately, but you know how that goes. So how is everybody doing out there? If I missed anybody, please let me know. Hi, Richard. I'm so glad you could make it. You just got home. Awesome. Laura said, so true. I love music. Nice to see you, Richard. I hope practice went well for you tonight. Katie wants a card. Okay, let's see what we got for you, Katie. Well, okay. I'm being guided to use the Work Your Light cards. So, Katie. Look at that. Call in your tribe, Katie. You don't have to do it alone. Your soul family is there to help you. I take it you like that card, huh? Yeah, it's beautiful. And, you know, that's something that, you know, our soul tribe is here on this earth. And we also have a spiritual soul tribe as well. And, you know, we can call them in at any time to surround us, to fill us with love and light and amazing energy. But then we have the soul tribe here on this earth, like all of you. You know, sitting here, I can feel so much love and energy coming from you guys. I sure hope you can feel it coming from me, but I feel so much coming from you. And every week, it's like my head gets like really full of energy. And sometimes it feels like it's spinning a little bit, but I feel like that's a good thing. And then after the show, as it kind of, you know, resonates, or I can never think of this word, but it kind of goes through my body and, good Lord, and gets to where it needs to be. You know, I even wrote this word down because I keep forgetting what it is. We're just doing the happy dance. Well, Richard, I have a card for you. Oh, look at that. That one flew out. Actually, Richard, you got two cards. One card says, what are you clinging on to? What things are you holding on to in your life that don't work? You have to let them go. And it also says, what is your soul calling you to do? Really feel that. They're wanting you to look at your life and see where you feel like things are not working, where you want things to change. And they're there to guide you. They're there to help you. So they're going to help you figure out how to make it change. Oh, wow, Richard, that's awesome. 3 hours of head cashier today at work. Good for you. I bet you feeling pretty good today. See, I bet you feel very empowered right now, huh? That is awesome. So happy for you. Katie says, I've been doing this for months and it feels like I've completed a huge cycle. Collapsing timelines back to infancy. Heavy stuff, but with them, I did it. Oh, see, that is amazing. And I think I got a little sidetracked when I was talking about the soul families, but we have amazing people here. You know, we came here in our soul groups, and eventually we will find all of them. I truly believe that. And have you ever just met someone or seen someone and just knew they were part of your journey or part of your story? I can remember this one time I was at Unity Church in Houston. And the service had just gotten over, and I was walking out. And from the other side, this woman was walking out into the aisle. And our eyes met, and I'm like, oh, my God, I know her from somewhere. Like, immediately, I knew her before, even though I hadn't met her in this lifetime. And, you know, we've been friends ever since. So it's pretty cool, when you experience stuff like that. I've seen people a lot of times that I instantly knew. And, that's a great experience. So Sarah said, that's awesome, Richard. And you didn't ask, you just did it. Well, good for you. Yes, we do, Laura. You're right. Katie says, I know you're part of my tribe and you are part of mine. Cheryl said, yes, you. Yes, you, Cheryl. Yes, you. I'm so excited that you guys are all here. Hi, Devin. Devin says, hi, my beautiful friend. Hello to all the beautiful earthlings. May the light guide you to the truth. Oh, that is beautiful. And the light does guide us to the truth, doesn't it? It most certainly does. Everything you are going through is preparing you for where you need to be. I'm going to have to keep saying that because that's what they're telling me. I just can't believe how much I have heard that today, over and over. And when I was thinking back to when my mom was ill, now we knew for a year or two that she was terminal, but the last month or so, a lot of times when people are in that phase of their life, they will see loved ones that have departed, or people that are going to be there to greet them when they go over to the other side. My grandpa did, my dad did, my grandma did. My mom never did. So at least if she did, she didn't say anything, but I really feel like she would have told me because pretty much we talked about everything. And so when she did pass, it seemed like it was like, oh my God, so quickly. But when I think about that and everything I went through because of that, I wouldn't be where I am right now if that hadn't happened when it did. So, don't discount anything that goes on in your life. Everything happens for a reason. Everything. Katie says, so true. I've been hearing it too. Freedom feels so good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And let's see. So Devin, would you like a card tonight? And anybody else, if I missed you, please let me know, because it's never my intention to skip by anybody. It's just sometimes when people make a lot of comments, it scrolls pretty quick, and when I go back, it kind of jumps around. So I don't ever want to miss anyone. All right. I will go ahead and pull a card for Devin. Oh, that one flipped over. Oh, look, Devin. You've got two of them flipped over for you too. The Counselor. And it's Archangel Azrael. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. And it's so funny because I feel like that's the card you got last week. It just feels really familiar. And you also got the Life Review card. And that's Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal everything that is unbalanced. And, when we take a review of our life, sometimes we tend to look back on the things that, we felt like were failures for us or mistakes. There are no mistakes. Everything is a learning experience. But a lot of times we feel like that. But when you do a life review, don't necessarily do that. Look back. I mean, if you want to look at some of those situations, you can see how they got you to where you are now. See what you learned from those situations. That's great. But you never, ever want to just dwell on that. I mean, look at where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, and look at where you are right now. How did you get here? Think of all the things that have happened in your life that got you to where you are now. And I feel like there are so many people that look up to you, Devin, and that benefit from your wisdom as well and your knowledge. So keep being that inspiration for others, because you truly are. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. And I hope you guys can tune in Saturday for the Spiritual Message Circle, because that is so much fun. It's fun when, a bunch of us get together like that. And it's really interesting. Sometimes the messages will be very similar. Sometimes they'll be very different, but yet you can see the connection. It's just very interesting. we all get different messages from spirit and from the other side and from the angels, for what they want you to know at the time. And I'm pulling this card here for everyone. Oh, look at this. I was being guided to pull a card for everyone, and it's Dance with Life, just like Laura got. So we need to change up our energy. I'm not going to get up and start dancing, but you guys can, because I can't see you. But the energy that's created when you do that is just so awesome. Oh, Sarah, thank you so much for the super sticker. You are awesome. I'm going to pull a card for you, Sarah. And if it's the chakra clearing one again, I'm going to bust out laughing. So funny, because sometimes I see week to week, the same people will get the same card. And it's like someone's trying to tell you something. So it just always cracks me up. Oh, boy, they're all falling now. All right, let's see what we got for you, Sarah. Okay, they don't want that deck. Oh, Sarah, you got Hello from Heaven. And that just gave me goosebumps. And your loved ones that are on the other side want you to know that you are loved and that they are always with you, watching over you. They said that they're so proud of you, and keep on taking those steps forward. They said you're doing really great, and way to go, Sarah. That's what I'm hearing. Way to go. So that's exciting. It's exciting when that happens. And Sarah, you'll never believe the next card that just, as I was shuffling, I wasn't, I hadn't planned on playing another card, but look which one just came up. Chakra clearing. So just make sure that you are, centered and aligned. And, like I said, you can just focus on that right here in your solar plexus. And I always do this, especially like before my show. I'll just say, center and align. And it's like immediately I feel centered and aligned. And then I call in my spiritual tribe that's on the other side. And we have a good conversation. And the angels are just amazing. Like sometimes I can feel the difference in their energy. Sometimes it's just, I don't feel the difference. It's just a very warm, loving energy. But I did meet Archangel Michael once in a meditation, and that absolutely blew me away, because the feeling of unconditional love that was present with him, I mean, it's like nothing that you feel in the physical world. It's something totally different, totally different. And it's really hard to explain, but it was just the most amazing feeling. And, I always know when he's around, because I recognize that energy that I felt that first time. That, and it can be really intense. But Archangel is just amazing. He's always there to protect us, to help show us the way. And, the amazing thing with the archangels is that, if Michael is here protecting me, that doesn't mean he can't be there protecting you or 10,000 other people, And when Susan Redwine comes on the show, she will explain this. How when she was in heaven, in her near-death experience, she saw parts of her, like, in so many different places at one time, because it's like a little part of your energy or your soul. And I know she will explain it really well, but when you think about it that way, it's just like with the angels. They can be in millions of different places all at the same time. So don't ever think that you're bothering them or that someone else might need them more than you, because that's never the case. They are always there and available for all of us all of the time. We just have to ask, because of free will and everything. They can't just intervene and take over. they have to have our permission to do that. And Sarah said, that's beautiful. Thank you. Devin, you're welcome. Devin says, I've traveled a long path in my life and have collected knowledge from many wise people and feel compelled to pass this knowledge on to guide others on their path through life. Well, Devin, that is amazing. I love that. I love that. Maybe you have enough knowledge and wisdom that you're going to write a book someday. Who knows? You know, never thought I would. So who knows? But I think that is amazing. And, you know, we can all teach somebody something, all of us. We all learn from each other, and we can all teach each other something. You know, I don't go through a day that I don't learn something from someone. You know, it just amazes me sometimes. And sometimes it'll be like a big aha moment. And other times it'll be like, oh, wow, all these years I never realized that. So that's always kind of, you know, cool and fun. So, all right. So if anybody else wants a card, please drop it in the comments. I know I haven't read for all of you that I've said hello to. So if you put anything in there about wanting a reading, please do it again because I missed it and I apologize. So I hope you guys are going to come back next week when Carol Ann's here, and, you know, she will be connecting with our departed loved ones. And Carol Ann's got a great sense of humor. She's a very funny lady, and I know you guys will enjoy her. And let's see. What else here? And so as I've realized, everything you're going through is preparing you for where you need to be. I really love that. And it can help you put so much of your life in perspective. It can help you, that one thought can help you do that. It can help you get through really trying times in your life. Has anybody out there ever gone through a breakup in a romantic relationship, feeling like it was the end of your life as you know it? And then once you did some healing and figured out exactly, you know, what you wanted out of a relationship, then lo and behold, that perfect person for you comes along. Okay, so if you had been in that other relationship, that never could have happened. So, you know, like they say, every end is a new beginning. And you know, that is a very true statement as well. Because when one door closes, another opens. So we have so many sayings for the same thought. But I need a drink of water here. You know, most of us, we have so much life experience. And when we can learn from our situations in life, and like Devin said, you know, we hold on to that knowledge and we can help other people out. That was my intention when I wrote my first book, because I was going through all this craziness of awakening, of seeing my world just falling down around me, not having any idea what was going on. And nobody in my orbit at all could relate to what was going on with me. Nobody. I felt so alone. So, you know, that's when I started being guided to write my book. And it was always my intention that nobody else would ever feel like that going through the same situation, that they wouldn't feel alone. Because it can be really a terrifying experience. You know, a lot of healing took place during all of that. A lot. And we all have healing we need to do. We all have what they call inner demons. But the healing has to take place in order for you to move forward. Otherwise, what happens is the things that cause you pain or trauma or drama or whatever your situation is, whatever caused that, if you don't heal it, and I mean truly heal it so that no part of it affects you anymore, then the universe is going to keep sending you different situations that will give you that same feeling. It may not be the same exact situation, but it will bring up those same types of feelings in you that that original situation brought up. And it will do that over and over until you do the healing. But once you do the healing, it's gone. It's gone. The healing is the hard work, because it's hard to work through some things in life. Some situations, something that somebody may have done you wrong. Sometimes it's hard to let go of that. But what is it benefiting you? It's not benefiting you at all. And holding on to all that negativity and that, holding a grudge or all that anxiety or anger can affect you physically. I mean, obviously, we know it's going to affect you emotionally. It's going to affect you spiritually, but it can also affect you physically if it goes on long enough. And you don't want that. You don't want that kind of, have it affect you on any level, but you definitely don't want that to happen. Okay. And this card I was just fiddling with the cards while I was talking, and teaching and learning came up. And it says, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach those ideas to others. And we can all do that. We are all teachers. We are all students. When we learn new things, we're excited to tell it to somebody else. And just think about when you first started to awaken. You wanted to tell it, scream it from the rooftops, I remember getting up one morning and everything looked different. The trees were a different color green. The birds sounded differently. They sounded more like a choir of angels. The sun was brighter than I'd ever seen it. The flowers, the colors are so much more beautiful and deeper. And I thought, man, everybody needs to experience this. And, people are not ready to hear things until they're ready to hear them. And you can tell someone about your experience. You can't force something like that. You can't, beg someone to do it. Forcing it will never work. People have to go through it in their own time when they're ready, because, we're all ready at different times. We're all complete individuals. We're all unique. We all have our own spiritual timeline of how we're going to do things. But when it happens, you get so excited, you just want to share it with everybody. And most people, that have no idea what you're talking about, they'll just look kind of at you like you're an alien, like you just landed from your spaceship. And it's really nice to be able to have a spiritual family that you can talk about those things with. I had so many different physical symptoms, and oh man, the crying and the depression. And now I'm not saying someone who's depressed is awakening. Don't quote me on that. But that was something that I went through when I was, waking up. And then one day, everything just kind of clicks. And it's like, oh, wow. And the world is never the same again. But, it's pretty cool. Remembering who you are. And I just pulled a card for Kristen, and that's the card that came up. Remember who you are. And that's Archangel Michael telling you that you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and that you are very loved. And another card flipped over with that, and that's Archangel Uriel. You know what to do, Kristen. It says that to trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. And, remember who you are. Remember that you are love. You're not only loved, and you not only love others, but you are love. You're the essence of love and light. And it's important to always remember that. And, with whatever situations are coming up ahead of you shortly, you will know what to do. You already know what to do. You just have to listen to your intuition. Think of the times that you have not listened to your gut. That's the time those are the decisions we usually end up regretting, because when we don't listen to our gut, we usually, go in a direction that we are not supposed to do. That's why our intuition is telling us the right way to go. I have never regretted a decision I made using my intuition. And it's so funny because if I have a decision to make, I'll think, should I do this one or that one? And if I sit and think about how I would feel with the first situation, I think about it, I picture it, I kind of visualize it. And then I'll get a certain feeling in my body. And then I do it with the second one. And then I'll get that feeling in my body. And most of the time, just by doing that, you can tell which decision is not the one for you. Because I'll immediately get my chest will feel really heavy, or I'll get a queasy stomach, and I'll know that's not the way to go. Okay, Linnell says it's raining. Oh man, I'm sorry, Linnell. Katie said yes. Lynn says, laugh out loud, looking at you like you are an alien. I've been there. I know. And it's so funny. It just cracks me up when people look at us like that. Oh, thunder too. Oh, wait a minute. If you guys are in Arizona and it's raining, that's amazing. They're having all those terrible fires out there. So that's good. Someone on my Facebook, right before the show, I saw she had done an Indian rain drumming thing for about an hour. So she was hoping it was going to rain. Lynn said, that's good advice about the intuition. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, you're in Reno. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it's raining there too. But hopefully we can send some positive energy to Arizona and to some of those fires that they have there. I have several friends that live out there, and I've seen some pictures, and it's pretty scary. So if everybody wants to just send a lot of love and positive energy out that way, that would be most appreciated to everyone there. So let's see. Oh, Linnell said this will settle the pollen down. Well, that's good. Does anybody have any questions? We've got a couple of minutes left. I'm looking here to see if I had any more announcements that I forgot about. Please join me on Friday. I will be live from Little Bear Sanctuary. No, not really. I will be on live from Little Bear Sanctuary. I won't actually be there, but I will be Christopher Bain's special guest that day. So I'm pretty excited about that. And that's at 1 p.m., I believe, Eastern. Oh, thank you, Laura. Laura said really great messages, Ruth. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was really fun when I was on Laura's show the other night, and we were both doing messages. And a couple times we even pulled the same card, which is really cool. It's just nice to get good validation like that. So as I was getting ready to put my cards down, this one fell right out of the deck. So I'm going to share this for whoever needs to see this. And it's clairvoyance. And it's Archangel Raziel. Archangel Raziel is helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Ooh, maybe that's my card. Good night, Richard. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy for you. You have a great night. Linnell will be hanging with Metatron. Awesome. Have a great evening. Well, we have about 1 minute left. I just want to tell everybody thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here tonight. My heart is full. I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. And I just feel so blessed, and I'm so grateful to have you all a part of my spiritual family. So I hope to see you here next week. And thank you all so much. I love you. Good night.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.